if he did make a confession, he did it because he may have had a guilt complex. In my mind, he never did make the confession. What we have established is this, that he went to the police station to discuss about his possession of a coat, of which description he read in the paper on the Monday morning. And the Monday morning was the first time in his life that he heard about a certain incident happening at a certain hotel here in Dallas. And having then in his mind, of course, the knowledge of his possessing a coat which somehow fitted in with a description given in the papers, he went to the police station to talk about his possession of the coat.
Oh, I think he was a little chicken to start with. He felt that he should get in it, but he didn't want to take the risk. And when he saw that there was a decided tide against Johnson, at least in New Hampshire, I think he said, well, it's time that I got in. I admire McCarthy for having taken the risks that he took, and I think Kennedy would have been much better thought of had he gotten into it at the start.
Do you feel the New Hampshire results were significant enough to warrant this bold step?
No, I don't think so, frankly. Having been through that experience, delightful country, very nice people, but it's 1% of the electoral, of the people who will vote in a state smaller than my county. I don't think it should have such importance attached to it. But I do think there's a significant thing that came out of it, was that there is a stronger tide running against Johnson than even I believe.
This is the report of a police department investigation into a complaint by a South Side homeowner, Mr. Marcus Pacheco, 3516 St. Louis in Fort Worth. The City Council, in a pre-council session this morning, received these results, nearly a half-inch thick, which includes interviews with the homeowner, NIP Councilor G.C. Garcia, NIP Coordinator Noble Shepard, and the contractor Paul Bender. The contract reads, adjust foundation as needed. Well, the foundation admittedly is not leveled, and the house contains other minor flaws. As a result, owner Pacheco refuses to sign a NIP check for 80% of the contract, although he claims he was offered $50 to do so by Garcia. Garcia, the counselor, denies making the offer and says he'll submit to a polygraph test to prove he's telling the truth. The council took no immediate action in this, just one of the 185 individual investigations into charges of irregularities in the local neighborhood improvement program. The preliminary investigations by Lieutenant Wall and his staff have been completed, but final results are not expected for another 2 weeks. Bob Gooding from the City Council chambers in Fort Worth for Channel 8 News.